We have Joe Mancuso here. If you want to open it up, John.
Joe, John O'Connor from the Richmond paper here. How about sort of assessing this opening act? It's been a while since the Spiders were in this environment. And how do you think you did?
I mean, it always comes down to all three phases of the game. As y'all know, like you have offense, defense, and special teams. And I feel like today we dominated all three phases. There was a couple mishaps on offense and defense and on special teams, but that's just something to look forward to, something we can get better at.
If I could follow up by asking about that first drive, there didn't seem to be any hesitation on 4th and 1 from the 17. Richmond was going to go for it. And it seemed an early season expression of the faith you have in your offensive line, a bunch of veteran guys. Could you share your thoughts on that and how they played today?
100%. And I think that's a credit to them, the work they put in this offseason. They were grinding in the weight room, grinding to get each other better. And I think they were moving the line today. And so 4th and 1, obviously, we're going to pound it down their throats if we got a chance. So I think the offense, credit to them, credit to the offensive line. They did a great job today.
How about the environment? Again, you haven't been in this for a couple of years. Just how did it feel to be in front of people in an ordinary fall football environment?
Oh, I was so excited from the start of the game. When we walked out for captains, you can just hear the crowd, and it was just super exciting. Get that adrenaline pumping. So I'm just happy to be out here for my 6th year and just grinding with the guys. Hopefully we continue that this season.
If you look at immediately what you'd like to work on for Lehigh, is there something that pops out at you that you didn't see being sufficient in the 3 quarters you played?
I think all phases we did a very good job. I think there's always stuff we can work on. We'll go watch the film, we'll get together, and we'll see what we can do better. But for now, we're just going to enjoy the win and just kind of cherish this moment and go watch film tomorrow and see what we can do better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I think they can see me.
Have Coach Huesman here.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Hey, Coach Huesman, fairly clean opener. I wonder what your impressions were generally.
I was pretty pleased with our offense, our offensive production. I thought we threw and caught the ball really well. I thought our wideouts, for the most part, caught it really well. I thought Joe ran the offense probably as good as he could, but I'm sure, there probably were some mistakes out there, but, proud of Joe. I thought our offensive line protected really well today. Defensively, not very clean. Wasn't overly pleased. I'm not even sure how many yards they had, but wasn't real good defensively. We got to be better than that.
Hey, in a game like this where you can use a lot of folks, especially late, did you learn anything about your depth that maybe you didn't know going in?
Well, for one, some of the guys, the communication wasn't great, especially on the defensive side of the ball, but it was fun to see those guys play. We had the two young corners played midway through the 3rd quarter on. And it was fun to see those guys out there. There were some communication issues that can't ever happen. And, some coverage busts because of the communication. But, we'll get that fixed and corrected. But it was fun to see a lot of guys play.
How about the environment and just getting back in a fall football rhythm? Could you share your thoughts about that?
Oh, it was great. I mean, it was really pretty special. When I looked out my window and saw the people out there tailgating in the big parking lot there. As a matter of fact, I looked out a few different times just to see how much fun they were having out there before I came out to the field. That's cool. I thought we had a really nice crowd today for Labor Day weekend. I was really pleased with the people out here and how many showed up. And just hopefully we can keep playing well and winning and give these people a reason to come back out.
Hey, can you speak to the advantage of having 2 home games to start off with and maybe getting comfortable with what you're doing after a year off?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really good schedule for us, to have these 2 home games. I'm glad we have this opportunity. And, So, I mean, it does. But the first game, you know, we'll get better. We'll get better from the first game to the second game. You always do. We need to get better. But you know, there was some sloppiness out here, some things that I wasn't thrilled with. But you know, we'll get better and we'll learn from this film and get better.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Anything else for Coach?
That's a piece of cake, huh?
Carl has a question, it looks like.
All right.
Coach, the long touchdown run that Joe broke off there in the second quarter, what did you see from your vantage point that he was able to kind of get loose there?
Be honest with you, I couldn't see a thing. I was on the headset. I knew Joe was keeping that ball just from the conversation, but it was on the other side of the field. I could not see, you know, what happened. It looked like he just went straight untouched. Is that, you guys probably saw it pretty good up there. Huh? Jonathan Johnson had a big block. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, guys.